going up, up, up to the top, top, top. I'm going up, up, up. Yeah, yeah. I'm going up, up, up to the top, top, top. I'm going up, up, up. Yeah, yeah.
But today we're going to conclude the second part of unleashing your potential. And last time on the program I had a fantastic guest. In fact, he's one of my favorites at the moment. Yes, he is, and he's no other than Jermaine King. He's been in the London social circles very often. We've been seeing him a lot, and for a good cause as well, because he does a lot of motivational speaking. He's encouraging the youths, and you know, he's a life coach as well. And he gave us some tips about your dreams, your goals, your aspiration. You know, that wherever you are, make the best of it until you find that thing that you love the most. You will never be fulfilled. I have him in the studio again to conclude this interesting topic with us. You're welcome to the program, Jermaine.
Hello, Vivian. How you doing?
I'm good. You know what? I wish you can see him. He's looking fly as usual. How do you keep it up? And let me do some description.
I'm trying to keep up with you now.
For weird, don't even go there with my brother. He's wearing a black jacket, a black blazer,
oh dear,
with a nice bow tie, a brown bow tie, to go with his multi-striped shirt, with a nice pair of jeans.
You're an amazing person.
I'm telling you, this
well, you're
man,
looking very beautiful. Your pink
nice blazer, you see,
nice
look at,
nice smile.
there is God. Fantastic. You see, he's just trying. I'm trying to keep up with Jermaine. We are all trying to keep up with you. You are just an amazing person.
Oh,
how do you keep it up? How do you have this? There's just this spirit about you. There's something about you that is just uplifting all the time.
Much.
How do you keep that spirit up?
Well, I don't know. You know, I think it's a lot for people. You know, I'm really glad for the kind words that you said. You know, and you know what they say, when you're running your race, you know, and you're in your place, you will ultimately experience grace. And I think that what I'm just...
You see that? I said too much grammar on this program. You won't finish with this man.
No. You know, and I think that what I'm just experiencing right now is, you know, passion is very, very important. And when you're passionate about something, you know, it's passed on. People can feel it. And I'm just enjoying loving with people, interaction with beautiful people like you, and you know, and the wonderful Nigerians and the rest of the Africans and people of the world. You know, it's really a great opportunity to serve people, and you know, that what keeps driving me on, seeing that people can get better.
Good, good. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Last time you were on the program, we talked about unleashing your potential.
Yes.
And you had so much to say. Yeah. I knew we could not finish it in one show. Yeah. So we decided to have you back.
Oh, thank you.
And I know that you have come back energized.
Yeah.
And I know you have come back to tell us more. Especially for people out there that have got dreams and aspiration and want to make it a reality.
A reality, yeah. You
know, you talked about that. You said they should begin, just take that first bold step.
Exactly.
And then you start to climb the ladder.
Yes.
You did mention that. Yes. Taking that bold step, there are things one have to do. You have to do your research.
Yes.
And while you're doing your research, you have to do other things on the side to bring in an income, because you will still be paying your bills.
Exactly.
If you have a family, you will have to still provide for them while you are. So it's like a two-way race.
Yes.
How would you advise people to carry on with that?
Well, thank you. You know, it's very true that the transitioning phase from your having a dream in your mind and doing it in your world, it takes a lot of steps, and we're going to lead you through, I think, like some 7 steps that will guide you and, you know, enlighten you to do that on this show today.
Oh, fantastic. 7 steps.
Yeah.
I hope you have your pen and paper, because I have mine.
Get ready, Yes. And you know, it's very interesting because most people are working jobs that they don't really like. They are stuck there and they are feeling, well, how can I get out of this mess? And they've been trying various means that they've not been able to do that. But one thing I want you to realize is that your destiny, your dream should be your full-time job. That is what you have been designed to do. And until you can make your dream a full-time job, you won't be fulfilled. Now, you may have something part-time that is getting you along the way, but you should not prioritize, because what we do as human beings is that we make secondary things primary, and we put primary things on the back shelf. We make them secondary. That's why we'll never see progress in life. What you need to do is you need to prioritize and say, what is the most important thing to me? What do I have that strong desire or yearning to do in life? That's what you must give your attention, the best part of your brain, the best part of your time, the best part of your day towards focusing to make it a reality. Now, if you're in a job that you don't want, you need to have an exit plan from that job. Now, say, okay, I'm working here right now. In the next 3 or 5 years, or 2 years, or 1 year, I want to leave this job. Now, that's your exit plan. And you know what? I want to be able to leave this job. Now, for your exit plan to be effectively executed, you need to have a growth plan. That every step, every month along the way, you are growing. You are growing into your dream. You are growing into your vision. Because most times people just say, I want to leave in 2 years' time. And when they leave in 2 years' time, they're just starting to put their dream into place. And you will see that you just start and you stop. You'll be like a car that the battery has failed, or something like that. You're not going to experience any speed, you know, because you're pumped up, but there's no substance. So you need to grow within, so that when you come outside, you are fully grown and you're mature to tackle things in life. Now, we're talking about unleashing potential, right? It's very true.
Yeah.
What does potential mean? You know, first of all, you can get a word from that potential. It means potent.
Okay.
Potent. Now, potent means power. You know, when you see a man that is potent, you know what I'm talking about. He can deliver. He can produce.
There's fire.
There's fire. There's fire in him.
Just like you.
Oh Lord, what are you talking about? Yes,
there is God.
There is God. So there's potency in that person. That means the person can produce seeds. It can produce children. It can produce something. It can produce of its kind. It can give what is within him and bring it to the world, just like a woman too. And that was it. So potency means that you can create, you can give birth, you can produce, you have life within you, and you can give it to the world. And potency is just like power. That means you have power. And power is basically just like the ability to influence things or people to actually create the desired goal that you want. So every one of us has power within us. We have potency inside of us to create results. And we can influence our own world, you know, our own surroundings to cause change and also to make our dreams become a reality.
But how do you influence your environment when people don't believe in you? Or they feel like your dream is just it's crazy?
Yes.
You know, there are some people, they'll just see and the things you say, they'll say, this person not well.
Yes.
Is this possible?
Is it possible?
And then go and look for a proper job.
Proper job, yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
There are some people that will bring you down.
Yes.
So how do you overcome that?
Well, the naysayers will always say nay. They will say no, it cannot be done. And let them keep on saying no. But just don't let them say it next to you. You understand? You need to move up and move to a different crowd of people who are positive minded, who are, you know, focused on seeing dreams come true. And that's how you stay motivated. You know what I do every morning to just stay when I wake up, you know, I try to listen to positive messages, positive information, to start my day on a positive note, so that the first thing that comes to my mind is not trouble, is not worries, it's just positivity, and that drives me through the day. So that's what you need to embrace. So you need to surround yourself with positive people that would help you get to your destination. Now, the reality about life is that when you have potential, everybody that has ever done anything in life, you realize one thing is constant. People have always told them it can't be done. It won't be done. In fact, it shouldn't be done. If it could even be done, it shouldn't be done by you. So you must say, you know what, why not me? I am filled with so much potential. And it's so frustrating at times, you know, when you know that you are gifted, you are talented, you have so much within you, but something just seems to be holding you back. I realize that that's how life is. When you're talking about unleashing your potential, you're like a lion who has been caged.
And you need to just Let it
You
out.
need to let it out. You need to roar. You need, yeah. Yes. And you
I'm here.
Yeah. Because when you roar, the world will feel you. The world will hear your voice, and the world will shake. Have you seen a lion or heard a lion roar before? Everything around them is like shaking. That's how it is when a person has found his purpose and is on course. The whole world is like, well, we have to pay attention to this guy or to this lady. And that is how it is. You have to find your voice and express your voice. And this is what we need to understand. That when you are kept in a cage, you cannot do so much. Is your job a cage? Is your relationship a cage? You need to find out, I need to unleash. I need to come out of every situation, and I need to step into what I'm meant to do. Now, it's very important that you understand that, because to be under a leash is something that we see regularly. You know, when you see like dogs, when they are walking them, you see a dog is well with so much energy, and if he has one dog walker that is just, you know, very, very tired, you know, you cannot keep up with the dog. He has to always be held back. And that's how it is at times with relationships or with friends or people around you. You are revving, you want to go, but like you're under a leash, you cannot really move. And you're saying you want to get that leash off you. You want to be unleashed. Unleash your potential. Let me go. Let me run. Let me fly and be all I can be. Because it's very important. Some of the things that keep us under the leash are limiting beliefs, limiting behaviors, and limiting baggages that we carry.
Okay, so that will be number 6.
I've never started. I'm just warming up. We'll get to the dream.
My goodness.
We're talking about dreams now. You understand? So unleashing yourself from limiting beliefs. You know what is in your mind. You know, as you think, so you are. The most predominant thoughts in your mind will create the most visible results in your life. So what are you thinking about regularly? If you think something cannot be done, ultimately it won't be done. Someone said that if you say it can't, you're right, it won't. If you say it can, you're right, it won't.
Hence the slogan, yes we can.
Yes we can.
And I think that was a powerful one, because imagine having the first black American president. How did it feel?
I felt wonderful.
I drank champagne when
I
drank champagne when he was sworn in.
It was very emotional.
And some of my kids, we all just sat down, we're like, yes. And I said, you know what? This is the beginning of something new in the lives of so many people.
Yes. And imagine Barack Obama. People would have told him it can't be done. A black president in the White House, that is totally impossible. Everyone would have said this is impossible. But he kept on thinking and saying it can be done, it should be done, and I will be the person that will make that difference and make it done. And that's what we need today. We need young people and older people who will say, you know what, I want to challenge the status quo. I want to break all the limiting beliefs that are out there, the limiting stereotypes that say this should not be done. You know, and there was one time they said that electricity is not possible. They said, you know, cars can never happen. They said planes will never fly. But someone said it can be done, and I will be the one that will make that difference. So that's limiting beliefs. As you think, so you are. Second, the limiting behaviors. Now, success can be replicated. We are creatures of habits. You need to begin to do things that successful people do. Barack Obama and all the other great African leaders, we're talking about Black African History Month right now. You know, these guys, they were very disciplined. They were determined. And they had that decision that I'm going to make a difference in my life. They were disciplined. Discipline is not just something you say in your mind alone. It's something that you do with your actions.
We're looking at the very small things. Your timekeeping.
Your timekeeping, thank you.
Organizing yourself.
Exactly.
Organizational skills.
Exactly.
Communication. Whether it's reading, oral, whatever mode of communication, you have to be able to have effective communication.
Yes.
Researching whatever you do.
Yes.
So that you can be better.
Exactly.
In that field.
In that field of endeavor, yes.
Being punctual.
Yeah.
And these are all little things that you put together to and putting time as well.
With a vision, with a mission, with passion, with desire.